Welcome to the rice fields, motherfucker.
It's fucking crazy that you sub even when I'm not around. How's it going, bro? Thank you for the sub. Even though you didn't sub, apparently. $40, motherfucker. It showed 40 months. Ah, fuck it. Who cares? How you doing, mate? I'm not ready. My cigarette's not rolled. I was making coffee. Dude, we're theory crafting. We're making shit happen, finally. Not so bad. Good to hear. Oh, shit. Yeah, it's RuneScape, ain't it? I forgot about that. I've got my idea. It's the pacing of my idea that I'm going to struggle with. But we get around to it. We're going to chill. We're going to watch some videos. And then we'll talk about Dofus. Stream it further. Oh, let's do it on both. Fuck it. It's like that if Raid shows up as well. He's got some like fucking hardcore nerd ancient knowledge about Dofus. And it's not as if I don't think somebody would steal this idea from me because it's going to be a fucking grind. Endgame? Well, you've never been endgame, have you? What are you? Level 120 on your team? I had to get it in. I had to get it in. Jokes aside, like your three Kras are 190, ain't they? 3 or 2 of your Kras are 190. Your Panda's pretty well leveled. I remember that much. Your team's like 170 minimum, I feel like. 180? Yeah, see, 180 ain't a bad fucking team. If you average out my characters, I'm probably under that, so fuck it. Right, let's chill. Let's watch a video. A video that is related to Dofus. No, the adventure, if you get the idea. You've probably seen something.
What is going on, guys? My name is John, and welcome back to yet another video. So I've been spending a lot of time on Reddit lately, and I've been exploring to discover any and all Pokemon subreddits that I can possibly find. I spent about 2 hours just searching through subreddits using random keywords like Pokemon, the names of games, and really any major aspect of the series. When I typed in Pokedex, there were quite a lot of decent ones on the list that I was already subbed to, but hidden in that list was a subreddit called Professor Oak. This one only has 350 members, and most of the posts are done by a few people every couple of days. Coincidentally, the creator of the subreddit is Chamail, who I've referenced quite a few times in the Catch 'em All videos that I've done in the past. This subreddit is a showcase for members' attempts at completing his own challenge, which he called the Professor Oak's Challenge. This challenge only has one main rule: complete the Pokedex as much as you can before taking on each gym. His challenge is extremely simple in concept, but very tough when you get into it. I checked out all the recent posts and I was immediately hooked to the point where I wanted to find out if I could do it myself. And I did just that. Today, we're going to find out how easily you can complete Professor Oak's challenge in Pokemon Red and Blue.
There's going to be some
before we hop into this
self-employed
challenge, let's cover a few ground rules that the creator set in place.
There will be some, yeah. There's rules we're going to need to set ourselves, and we're going to need to define rules. Fire threads, huh? Define rules on what dungeons we consider to be what levels. Like for me, a Soft Oak dungeon has always been a 130 dungeon. Like that's basic ruling. Dragon Pig has always been a 120 dungeon. Maybe 110. But we're going to need to decide on rules of what dungeons are what levels.
While there's technically only one rule, there are some smaller rules the community has made to make it a lot more interesting. So the first rule is that this challenge is only based around playing one game, which I'm definitely okay with because it gives me a break from doing every game like I do in my Catch 'em All videos. There are a lot of small differences in each game that definitely change the way you take this challenge, so no matter which game you play, you'll have a different situation to face. While one game is technically better than the other, I chose to play Red just because of personal preference. This choice results in immediate limitations. Because we can't use another game to help us, all trade Pokemon as well as version exclusives are completely off limits. There are also some other smaller things that I'll mention later. It's a little disappointing that you technically can't catch all of them, but that's expected no matter what Pokemon game you'll play. The last unspoken rule is that you can't use any glitches. I feel like this is a pretty obvious one, but I felt the need to cover that just in case. Without further ado, let's find out if this is possible. If you happen to be following along, let me just remind you that if you don't have patience for repetitive actions, you should probably stop while you're ahead. It's definitely a fun challenge, but you need a crazy amount of patience to even make it a little far in this game. The beginning starts out as it normally does, with you meeting Professor Oak in the grass, and he brings you to the
kind of
Pokemon
fucks when
lab
you're playing
with
on
your
an
rival,
emulator
who I
and you
named after
double the
creator.
speed.
Once we get to the lab, we have to make probably the biggest decision out of the entire challenge: picking our starter. Between Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle, there is one of them that is leagues better than the others. While Charmander can deal super effective moves to all the Pokemon in Viridian Forest, Bulbasaur is without a doubt the smartest choice as it evolves to Venusaur at level 32. Evolving at a 4-level difference may not sound like much, but if you want to take the fastest path to finishing this challenge, I'd definitely go for Bulbasaur. Although we have our first Pokemon, we still have yet to receive the Pokedex. After delivering the parcel, we can now begin our journey. Unlike most games, we don't receive any Pokeballs, and we have to buy them from the Pokemart that we went to earlier. We don't start out with a lot of money, but I buy 10 Pokeballs to start off with the first 2 routes. Route 1 is home to only 2 Pokemon in this generation.
I feel like you can kind of guess the idea of the challenge I'm going with. Instead of a Pokedex, it's Eternal Moisson. Instead of Pokeballs, it's Soul Stones. Instead of badges, it's certain dungeons, levels, and gear.
Pidgey and Rattata. Neither one of them are hard to catch, but we're gonna have a bit of trouble later on with one of these. With these two, our dex total is now at 3 Pokemon. When we get back to Viridian City, we have the option to go to Route 2, but instead we're gonna...
The thing is, the quest is set out into certain... Like, you have a certain amount that you need to bring back. It's 34 total steps, with the 34th being Color. And from 19 onwards, I believe, is Arch Monsters. Yes, 19 onwards is Arch Monsters. So... broken this from all the PLM. Yeah, nah, but they'd be free. So the idea would be create a whole new team. It's gonna need to be a team, let's be real. Block them all as soon as they're created on XP. Run all of them through Bob Dungeon so that they get 0 XP from Bob Dungeon. Destroy all the resources we got from Bob Dungeon. Put them back in Incarnam. Unlock their XP. And from... saying that, I need to get to Otomai. I guess the first level block would be like level 20, wouldn't it? Could I get to Otomai realistically if I had a team of level 20s? The resources aren't that bad. I think the 25 for stonks money. Yeah, but I'm on Krail. Krail isn't exactly hard to get money on. Kenny is a hard fight. The Kenny is. Yeah, if there's a team of 8 of us, all blocked level 20, max gear would be level 20. Until you complete... Wow, would it be the first one? Because, like, what even is the first? Right, no iron, who can? Right, it's not full iron, man. If I need to go buy iron, it's not the end of the world, you know? Because, yeah, the first step would be the very basic mobs. So if we said... It all depends on how much we're dividing it up and when do we start going for archers. Because archers start at level 19. If we go 200 divided by 19, that's 10 yeah, that's 10.5. So if we did 20 levels per step up until we get to the arch monsters, if we don't take the archers into account, because that's just going to be arch hunting and just generalized grind bullshit. Like for the first part of it, for the first 19 steps that are just mobs in the world, you're doing them, you're leveling your character, you do the first step of it, you unlock level 20. You do the second step of it, unlock level 40. Third step of it, unlock level 60, etc., etc., you know? Which at the beginning is going to be pretty chill, because, like, the first few lot of mob, like the first one, level 20, it's fucking peewees and tofus, you know? But we could also, like... We'd also need to, like, where I don't want to get to... Step 19 is just all of the bosses from dungeons. Whereas I feel like it would be more interesting to collect the bosses from the dungeons to unlock the levels, you know? Like, if we look at... Starbuck. These are all of the dungeons. If we defined levels to each of the dungeon and what we can unlock and what we need to capture for 8 of each so. Probably not, because that's when archers become fucked. The name of it would be the Professor Oak quest for a play on the Professor Oak and Oka. But the thing is, the main goal would be to get, at the end of the challenge, have 1 Oka. Because the archers is where it falls apart. The rest of it isn't the end of the world. But the archers are either very expensive, so a lot of money making, or just impossible to pop, let's be honest. Yeah, we'd need to make a list of the dungeons, arrange them from, like, lowest level to highest level, and put all of them into 20 level palier. Like, for level 20, it would definitely be Incarnam, Gobbo, Sandy and Field, and then, like, level 40. Oh yeah, once we get those 4 done, we can once we get these 4 dungeons done, these 4 bosses captured, and all of the mobs in that first step of the Eternal Moisson, so the peewees, the tofu and shit. Once we catch all of those and all of the bosses from these dungeons and do these dungeons, then I can unlock the characters that will be blocked at level 20. Like, I can't surpass level 20. Kind of like the Temperance, where we had to do the corrupted dungeons to continue on in levels. It would kind of be like that, where I need to capture everything from that stage of the quest, do all of these dungeons that we've based in this level index, and then I can go from level 20 up to level 40. But when I hit level 40, I need to hard lock the XP on the character until I've collected all of those mobs and done the next lot of dungeons. Like Echo Flip Temperance, where you need to kill X dungeons. Then level up. Yeah, it's maybe. I never played the Echo Flip one. But you get the idea that I'm playing on. We could probably... I don't know about the Christmas ones. Christmas is constantly locked now, ain't it? So we might need to omit them for a while. Because Christmas is in... September, October, November. 3 months, which I don't see it happening personally. But yeah, that might be something we'll look into this stream. Copy the name of all of the dungeons, place all of them into Excel doc or a WordPad, and then we decide, like, okay, level 0 to level 20 is these dungeons, 20 to 40 is these dungeons. There will be some dungeons that I'm not too sure about how to place. But we can work on it. There's also dungeons that do we care. Donjon des Familiers. We should probably put it in there just for the meme of it, to be able to say that we did every dungeon in the game. But, you get the idea of what I'm getting at? It's like, it gives you purpose and a reason to do Ochre and to do all the dungeons that you'd normally miss out on.
Head west and go to Route 22 instead. There are 3 more Pokemon that we have to catch on this route. Spearow, Nidoran Male, and Nidoran Female. These are relatively easy to find, but Nidoran Female is a 5% encounter, which took a few minutes to get. At this point, I've already encountered quite a big problem.
But we're here for the journey.
Spearow was being a pain to catch, which left me with only a couple Pokeballs left. There's still quite a few more Pokemon to catch before Brock, but I barely had any money left. We only start with a few thousand Pokedollars in the beginning, but hopefully we can get a lot more after taking on some people.
I'm gonna need to make money. I'm gonna need to get... Half of me wants to do Bronze Man. I don't want to do Iron Man. I like the idea of the Bronze Man, where I need to craft an item before I can unlock it. The problem with that is jobs. Yeah. But how does it work? So, like, once I have crafted an item... Is it Iron Man in the sense that I need to personally collect all of the resources, then craft that item myself? And then can I buy the resources to craft more of those items? Or can I only buy the crafted items? Or what is the deal with Bronze Man? I'll look it up, actually. I'll look up rules on Bronze Man. So first, once you unlock one resource, you can buy that one. Okay, that could be hot. That could be very hot.
Alright, so I finished fighting the first trainer, and hopefully we'll get a decent... $60? That's not even the cost of a single Pokeball. That's like worth one jiggle.
We'll have to look into that as well.
This giant force contains a whopping 3 trainers, and they give you a total of $220, which is a little over 1 Pokeball. An overwhelming majority of the money that you get is given to you right at the beginning.
Okay, let me reinstate the heroic server
that we'll get to later. With the little money we have left, I managed to grab all the Pokemon that you can find in this area.
I personally am hyped for this idea. I like the idea of it.
Caterpie,
I think it will make a good fucking YouTube series as well.
I know I could have just evolved Caterpie and Weedle, but I found them on the way.
It's got some playability, hopefully
so
not
I just took the opportunity.
grindy.
Now that we've caught all the Pokemon before Pewter City, we can take on Brock,
Getting into the Arch step is where it's going to be kind of shit.
Well, we have every obtainable wild Pokemon,
but in theory, by the time I get to the Arch step, everyone will be...
This means that we have to evolve every Pokemon that we can before we fight Brock. And you thought catching every Pokemon in 24 hours was crazy. So let's go over all our catches and see what we can do. So the only Pokemon we can't do anything with is Pikachu. We don't have access to a Thunderstone, so we'll take care of that when the time comes. The next easiest Pokemon are Butterfree and Beedrill. Both of these Pokemon evolve at level 10, so I was able to do both of these in about an hour. I actually used Caterpie and Weedle because switch training would have taken too long because they only know Harden. The next 2 on our list are Nidorina and Nidorino. These evolve at level 16, which is the point where I start to think, yeah, maybe this wasn't a good challenge.
I now don't know why I'm watching the video.
Because we're done with every trainer except our optional battle with Gary, we have to level up all of our Pokemon entirely from wild battle.
I need to be looking more into Dofus, actually. Let's work on dungeons. Fuck it. We're here now. We're working on it. The decision has been made. Right. Copy all this shit. Are we agreeing on the 20 level 20 increments? Wait, 200 divided by 19 is 10.5. Should it be 10 level increments? I was brain fried. For passing on steps, there's steps in Eternal Moisson. What is this called? I don't know what it's called in English. Eternal Moisture or something? No. Eternal Harvest. That's the one. Oh, there's steps. In order to progress in level and unlock the next lot of levels, I need level caps for each step of this quest. So that I can't level past the step of the quest that I'm in. So I need to decide what is represented in these... What level to put the cap at for each of them. You understand what I'm saying? But the bosses are in the last one. A quest step. I mean, it's looking like... like I was saying, there's 30 something steps in total. Step. I had the steps on here. Why is it gone? The steps were written earlier. Why have I lost this? There it is. So, step 19 is all of the dungeon bosses. Wait, no, it isn't. 18, 17. You either add a cheat or your soft lock. How the fuck are you going to hold? Yes, that's what I said. I'm locking all of the characters level 1. That will be part of the setup. The characters will be created. As soon as they're created, I press the little lock on the character. I make 8 of them. Take them to the Bulb dungeon, run them through with Murph, my main craw. Delete all the resources on them. And then take them all back up to Incarnam and unlock them. So they're now level 1 characters with 0 XP, 0 resources, but they have the soul capture spell on them. And that is the only setup and the only help that I want to get from my other characters. That time I could bring that 8 from my panda. Maybe that could be cool. It's going to be on the main accounts anyway. I'm going to clear out the inventories and put everything on the 9th account so that there's nothing getting in the way and being fucky. But it's where I don't have double XP or anything, I don't really care. It'll just be used on my normal accounts. But, yeah. Okay, so hold up. I'm being stupid because it's not on step... So step 19 is where the arch monsters start, but steps... So 19, 18, 17 are all bosses of dungeons. So I've got 16 levels. I've got 16 steps of normal mobs that I need to capture. One day. Oh, brother, I'm not starting this quest today. This quest is not getting started today. Is it getting started this week? Maybe. Is it getting started next month? More probably, yes. We're working shit out right now. 18. What did I say? 16. Okay, so 200 divided by 16. It's 12.5. Damn, it's 12.5 per level. So what if we halved it? 200 divided by 18. How did I get 18 from 16? 200 divided by 8. I could do 25. And I could make the level cap 25. And do 2 steps per increment of level. So like, up until... I will XP to level 25, at which point this needs to be completed. This needs to be completed. And all of the dungeons that we consider level 1 to level 25. And then 25 to 50, I need to do this step and this step. And all the dungeons that we consider from 25 to level 50. You see what I mean? I don't know if you get what I'm saying. I'm hoping you're getting what I'm saying. Yes? Is that an honest yes? Or are you like, maybe? Levels of dungeons. We'll work that out in a minute. $25 is actually a lot easier to work it out with, actually. Because 25, 50, 75, 100, 125, 150. Likey. I do too, actually. I should probably be writing some of this down. Okay, oh, damn, notepad. Can they not give me a fucking dark mode notepad, for fuck's sake, man? That shit's bright. I have to write. I'd rather have it written down. Level But then again, it's only 60. Yeah, no. I'm going to have the VOD anyway. This is being recorded if I need to come back and watch it again. But I'm writing it down. Level increments of 25. So 2 steps of eternal harvest per increment. Let's have a look through eternal harvest quickly. Yo, Benedetto, how you doing, mate? Let's look through. So up to level 25 is the first 2 steps. So that would be very easy. Wabbits. Wabbits could be chill. Retro plans? Yeah, I'm planning a retro adventure. Something a bit fucky. So 25. And then 25 to 50. There's B-Blop. Some moon mobs. Some porkers. Pichons. Snappers, which are easy. Mini-Maloo. And then 50 to 75 was obscure. A melon. We have a team of 8 people. I don't see at what point this wouldn't be possible. 75 to 100 is when it starts getting a bit bigger. But hey, level 100 characters, if they're level blocked, that should be chill. What, how you got there? Once, man. That's very true, the quest to get through. How does mean... what, because of the cannibal mask and shit like that? I'm gonna type down as a note. Moon quest. It's a quest. What else? Got craft and fuckers. Yeah. That could put a halt into things. Is there other stuff like that? Is the Shook in the list? The Shook is in the list. Because we need to look into Shook as well. Because that needs cannibal mask. Level 10 tailors, but if you do that, I don't know. Yeah. That's farmers, I believe, ain't that? Hey, I never said it was going to be fast. Never said it was going to be fast. Monsters. It is. It's lootable on the ghosts over by Brackmar, I believe. I'm feeling good about the level 25 increments per thing. That's seeming pretty fucking logical to me. And it seems to be not that bad. It's like these two between level 150 and 200. 150 and 200, which is where all the Firefox are and all of that. So those are the really hard mobs, you know? Between 150 and 125, there's some Zot stuff, some Cocos, Bobig, nothing really like... I feel like the leveling will be okay on that. It's mostly all going to come down to dungeons. I'm very scared that like the level 120... So level 125 to level 150 is going to be where the majority of the fucking dungeons are. Which kind of worries me. I feel like we might be oversaturated in one of the places. Because are we also... I think we should also implement that I can't equip... This is going to make it harder for me. Implement a rule where if a gear belongs to a certain boss, I can't equip it until I've unlocked that boss and all of that level. Like black and white rat, that's going to be between 100 and 125, I think, probably. But then that would mean I could only equip white rat and black rat stuff at level 125, which, no, I guess you would. I'm not going to equip any of their gear, it's an example. But yeah, I'd need to unlock that. Block could be ass. I mean, depends on the level. Depends on what level we decide a block dungeon to be. Because it's around a level 80 dungeon, I'd say. Not even. Équipe de 3 à 8 joueurs de level 40 à 55. It's all going to depend on where we place it. Like, is it in the 50 to 75 or is it in the 75 to 100? This is going to be where the flexibility is and kind of like where we need to put down our rules and shit. Because it's like, if we put it in the 75 to 100 range, we're just not getting blob gear at that point. Is it worth that level? I mean, the worth of it would be placing it lower in one of the lowest levels would make the worth of it being able to equip blob gear. That's the thing. Because you can't neglect how good blob gear is early on in game. Depressing. I mean, they're good for content. Let's put it that way. I've got a huge bit of fucking cigarette paper in my fucking coffee. I'm very happy I saw that and I didn't drink it. Ew. I'm so fucking with this idea. It's going to be a long series, but it's going to be good. I'm looking forward to it. What are we thinking for team compositions? I have something for you. Ooh, tell me more. I feel like the 4 NU 2 Panda 2 Kra could be the vibe, if I'm being honest. I want something that can blast through dungeons, have a decent split to it, have nice prospection and lootability. Problem is, it's been done, ain't it? It's been very much done. You said I have something for you and then you disappeared. It's very, traumatizing for me. Searching a site. You need X dungeons for X levels. L'une des particularités sur Temporis 5 est la progression de niveau. Retrouvez ici la liste des cartes requises pour passer de niveau. Bravo, c'est à moi. So I'm okay. So I'm guessing that to pass their cap of level 23, it's Gobble Dungeon or just Gobbles? Bouffe tout, bouffe ton blanc. No, okay. Okay, so Royal... Okay, I mean, yeah, it gives kind of a good idea. Like, Royal Blops 60, Royal Jelly 60, and Wowabit level 60. All of that seems pretty fucking... somewhat logical to me. It's still relevant. Yeah, definitely still relevant at that level. I mean, fucking hell. How are we basing this, though? Because Blop Gear is Blops. Royal Blop Gear, which is a lot higher level, is Royal Blops. Or we base ourselves not on the dungeons, but on the... Yeah, maybe. Because it's not Royal... Before Royal Blop Gear, not taking Royal Blop Gear into account, do we count Blop Gear from the time that we have collected all the soul stones from the steps for Blops? Because B-Blop is here. So in the third step, so that would be the level 25 to 50 zone. But where are actual blobs? I'm not seeing them. They're here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 25 to 50. 1, 2. 25. 50. 60. So yeah. Well, yeah. What I mean is, for the blob gear, seeing as it's not royal blob, so it's not based on the dungeon, it's based on the mobs. If I go via the Eternal Harvest, I would unlock them at level 60. 50, sorry. Is it level 50? No, 25? 50? Ah, no, I'd unlock them at level 75 if I base myself on this, which is a bit fucking late for just normal blob gear. We could just say once I get the level for the gear, to be honest. I think that's enough of a challenge. I still need to collect archers and do dungeons and capture them. I could just say, okay, if you've yeah, but why am I even bothering myself with locking gear when my levels are already locked? Yeah, I'm still not fully convinced on the bronze man. I'm still not fully convinced on that. Because that takes it from like a fucking 6-month adventure into a multiple year adventure. Which, let's not be too hasty on that. You need to remember I only have like 5 hours a day to play. So it's already going to be a long ass fucking adventure. If I was unemployed, yeah, no doubt. Iron Man that shit. But let's not overtake ourselves, you know? It's a level 60 drop. Yeah, fuck that, dude. Days. Yeah, I for one think we forget about the bronze man because that's too long leveling jobs and collecting resources and shit like that. Both is hardcore. It really is. If I was gonna do a bronze man, I think I'd do just bronze man. If I want to do this, I think I want to do just this, and nobody's done this before, so I do want to do this. Okay, level 25 increments. I like this for the dungeons. Let's get up another notepad. Can I? Yes. Let's copy. I'm hoping I can just do this. Hey, let's fucking go. Okay, we're gonna need to decide on fucking levels. Where we're putting shit. It's kind of shit how it's laid out. I'm not a fan of it. Right, level... Let's make the increments first. 0 to 25. 25 to 50. 50 to 100. 100 to... I don't know if we can base donjon level per gear because ceremonial is like 130, but dungeon is so not. Oh, definitely not. No, we can't. I definitely do not consider Sphincter Cell a level 130 dungeon. I think I don't know, because the range is 125 to 150. Oh, nah. Sphincter Cell would be a 150 to 175 dungeon, wouldn't they? I'd put him in 150 to 175 personally. I think he's one of the harder dungeons. Let me give myself some room in between. Okay, so Ankarnam Dungeon. There's no questions asked. That is 0 to 25. Easily cheese with. Yeah. We can't base ourselves on getting perfect runs on them. Sandy Dungeon, I believe, is also a 0 to 25 dungeon. We can move shit around afterwards, but I'd say basically. Gobble Dungeon, 25 to. We are always in that thing. I'm not too sure about Field Dungeon, definitely 0 to 25. You're considering Gobble Dungeon 0 to 25, yeah? Can an 8-man team of level 25 characters beat Gobble Dungeon? Gobble level 20 for sure. But is it that level? Don't get me wrong. The advantage is, with it being 0 to 25, at level 20, my characters can equip Gobble gear. Outside, it's easier. Yeah, that's the thing. Let's keep those there for the moment. I'm happy with those. I'm okay with those. We'll move them around if we need to. Maybe the Gobble Dungeon. Okay, so Ankama Dungeons. Skeleton Dungeon, I feel pretty confident putting it 25 to 50. Smith Dungeon, I'd put it maybe a bit higher. Maybe 50 to 1. Maybe 50 to 100? Or am I being a bit too scared, you cat? Better than its ass. I mean, yeah, 8 characters in level 50, like. Nah, no dry runs. No dry runs. Man up. You can have a look at them. Fucking, I'm gonna make the call that Skeleton Dungeon ain't that bad. What's dangerous in there? Ribs at the end of the day? $500 HP? If I've got 8 level 50 characters, bruv, 500 HP isn't all that. Yeah, no. These dungeons I'll be doing more at the lesser end of the scale. But it means that I can't go past level 50 until Skeleton Dungeon is done, you know? So if at level 32, I think to myself, yeah, I can do Skeleton Dungeon. I'll go there level 32. But I can't go there under 25 and I can't get above 50 until I've done it. And these steps of the Eternal Harvest, you know? How are we feeling about Scaraleaf? I feel like Scaraleaf ain't that bad. Boss, not too sure. Does the boss hurt that much? Too long. I'm not playing Dofus. I'm not playing the game to work this out. We're putting down rules and we're playing by those rules. Simple as. If it takes me a couple of attempts, it takes me a couple of attempts. 1700 he has. I'm going to say he's more of a 50 to 100 dungeon, personally. I never placed Donjon de Forgeron. I'm going to put it in there. I'm feeling good about it. Arrange to do it. I mean, yeah, in general. Yeah, 50 to 65. What was he saying for Skillet? 35 to 50. So he agrees that 25 to 50 is good for skeletons. What's he saying about Donjon de Forgeron? 45 to 60, so yeah, I'm going to leave that in the 60 zone. Yeah, nah, that's a good idea. What was he saying about Scarleaf? 50 to 65. Yeah, see, he's saying 50 to 65, so do we stick Scarleaf in the 50 to 100s, I think, maybe? It could be fucky. Tofu dungeon. Gear is lootable, right? Scarleaf gear is lootable, yes. Damn, they've got Tofu dungeon down as 35 to 45. The Batofu one. That's kind of crazy. I'm not too sure what's lootable anymore. No, Scarleaf gear is lootable. Okay, Tofu goes in the 25 to 50 zone. Yeah, but I'm not really going to be using Tofu gear, am I? The team is pretty much going to be 2 Kras, 2 Pandas, 4 Enus. Let's pretty much put that down on paper. A diverse team? I don't think so. I don't think so. Will that team suck my cock? No. Just quite simply no. Hey, I'm giving myself enough of a fucking challenge here. Royal Tofu. This is a big... That's Lava Dungeon. I misclicked. See, this one's 90 to 120. So this will go in the 100 to 125. Which even that I feel is kind of small. I've been fucked by the Tofu dungeon more than once. Scary. Hey, Barbox says it's done by 4 to 8 players, level 90 to 120. So it might not be easy. But we'll make it happen. Lava dungeon. 55 to 60, so that's 25 to 50, I think. Next up is Crackler. $75 to $90. So $75 to $100. Oh, fuck that shit. Could you imagine it's the old mechanics of the Crackler? Actual cancer. Crackler is $75 to $100. Right, I've already fucked this up. 50 to 75. 5. I missed out a thing. What was I doing? Yes, 50 to 75. So after that, walk dungeon, which I don't think is that hard. $50 to $75. Jelly. 55 to 90. So did we say 50 to 75 or 75 to 100? Well, I need to do it in multiple times, don't I? Oh. I mean, he says 55 to 90. Let's stick it. Hey, do you know what? 75 could be the mark. I mean, I can loot at Jelena whenever I want. I can do that outside of the dungeon. Also, don't forget, the gear is not being unlocked by doing the dungeon. Remember, we said. What kind of vet are they rocking? I mean, they're rocking 2500 and minus 10% in their own element. If I hit them one at a time, I think 50 to 75 would be chill. If I don't try and fight every single one of the jellies at fucking the same time. Christmas dungeons we're going to fucking ignore for the moment. Because, who knows? Blop dungeon. So, Blop dungeon, he's got it down 40 to 55. So, 25 to 50, I'm going to say. 25 to 50, I feel like is easily doable. Especially with the team that I'm going to be running. Fuck, what did I do? There it is. With your team doable. I mean, sure, the boss slaps, but I've got 2 pandas and 2 fucking crawls at the end of the day. Just retreat and arrow the bitch and we're done. Multicolor block is 90 to 110. 90 to 110, let's say 75 to 100. Eight pandas. Struggle with him? I feel like 100 to 125 might be a bit... Nah. I almost want to put in 75 to 100 just because it's fucking... Just because that category is kind of dead for the moment and I need to put something in there. Decent. The thing is, 75 seems decent. 8 level 100 characters, I feel like that's more than fucking doable. That's the thing, we need to remember there's 8 of the fuckers. Moon Island. Moon is 90 to 120. So 100 to 125, I'm gonna say. Times 8 masks. Yeah, that would be a struggle. Hey, I'm not trying to make it a complete walk in the park either. It is what it is. Shuk is 65 to 80. So 70. 80 to 50 to 75, I say. Is the closest that we've got to that. I'm gonna put in 75 to 100. Like I said, I just want to have something in there. I mean, him, the fucking Dark Vlad, is part of the quest as well. So, yeah, it's going to be shit. Shuk, I believe, only has like a 25-minute cooldown, which is chill. Moon. Cool. Does it not say it on here? Oh, there's also only 6 spots. Oh, okay. Every hour from memory. So, yeah, it could be a bit of a bitch. So, maybe media share when we do that one. Yeah, let's keep him in 50... let's keep him in 75 to 100, seeing as there's only 6 spots, and I want something in there. Ouais, ben, le chemin, on s'en bat les couilles. Château, ouais. $55 to $70, so $50 to $75. That works to me. It'll be a level 60 will be like a decent level to get the carrots and shit. It's not exactly hard to do. The fucking walk there is more tedious than anything. Oh, but saying that, that's only the castle. What about the Dofus? They're considering it 65 to 90. Do you know what? That would be cool. That would be cool, actually. If we put the castle in 50 to 75, and then we put the actual terrier, we put the castle 50 to 75, and then we put the dungeon 75 to 100. So unlocking, like, all of these, not only will our reward be the fact that we can go above level 75, but we can also go pick up that fucking carrot finally, you know? That would be nice. I think that would be cool, actually. Rats. I'm pretty sure both of the rats land in the 100 to 125 dungeon. Damn, 65 to 85 he's putting them? Easy? I mean, I could put them in the 75 to 100 just to, because 50 to 75 is kind of full. But if I put them in 75 to 100, I have explosive arrow at that point, you know? Okay, we agree. I'm getting very hyped about this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting very hyped about doing this. Because don't forget, like, I've got all of the dungeons, but at the same time, I'm doing Ochre quest and shit. Put White Rat in 100, you slut. Actually, yeah, go on, fuck it. Put White Rat in 100? Wait, what? They're both in 75. What, you want me to put White Rat in 100 to 125? You're crazy. I have pandas, dude. I have 4 Umber Witch, I have 6 Umber Witch. What are you saying? Especially that the pandas are going to be full support pandas in this. Like, in this strategy, let's be honest, it's going to be 2 Fire Craws, 4 Water Renus, and 2 full support pandas that are just AP'd out of the dick hole. Let's be real. Once from 8. Got it once. Were you not 1 out of 2? What the fuck? That sucks. Right, let's see what fucking bullshit number they're giving me for Sphincter Sow. In before level 100. Okay, 110 to 140. That is more viable. I want to put him in 125 to 150, I think. I feel like I definitely want to put Sphincter Sow in 125 to 150. Okay, good. We agree on this. Then we've got Pandala, which is kind of basic. I mean, I'm going to need to do Bob Dungeon. Don't get me wrong, I will have already done it once for the setup, but we still need to put Bob Dungeon in here somewhere. For the prestige of saying, yes, we've done everything, you know? They're calling it 45 to 60. I mean, Bob Dungeon can be a cunt, if we're being honest. Shout out to that one Temperess. Well, the Temperess with the corrupted Bob Dungeon, which fucking sucked, if we're being real. God damn, that was horrible. What was it? Were we all strength or all agi or something? And like, just none of us could fucking hit him? We're so great. Oh, dude, it was awesome. That Temperess was great. 45 to 60. 25 to 50, let's put him in. I'd say. What's the 20? The 25 to 50 is a very busy time in Dofus. Him, most likely strength. Bruh. Kitsu Dungeon. Kitsu Dungeon already, like, kind of harder, if we're being honest. Level 90 to 120 they're putting in. Wow. So 100 to 125 is where he's going to reside. Damn, for a Tanukui-san, that's kind of crazy. Right, if they say so. Pandikaz is more chill. Dude, higher. I mean, he's saying I'm basing myself on what he's saying. 3 to 8 players, level 90 to 120. I was 60 up and got 1 shot. What the fuck? So you're thinking more 125 to 150 for Kitsu? That sounds better to me. Don't get me wrong. That sounds better to me. Pandacat. See, Pandacat's 90 to 120. That I'd be okay with. Putting Pandacats in the 100 to 125. That one I can fully understand. 300 AoE with 1 spell. I mean, yeah, he's a slut, dude. He ain't fucking easy. Pandacat's kind of chill at the end of the day. Bit annoying with the agi res mobs and shit. But 2 pandas. Then, Firefox. I think Firefox is probably going to be like 175, 200. Come on now. 110 to 140? Hello? I'm going to be honest, I struggle to believe that. I mean, I don't need to do it at 110. The options are if we're going on max level, it's either 125 or 150. But even 150, I don't see myself doing that. Well, do we... Okay, so we place it in the 150 to 175 category then. Sit in 150 to 175. I kind of agree with that. It's a very shit dungeon, considering that I don't have anything to reveal him or anything. Which ain't good, because I'm basing myself on what I'm going to be playing, but it is what it is. Trignid, I feel like Trignid's 100 to 125, if we're being real. He's got it down as 85 to 100. I feel like this guy's either incredibly enthusiastic or just no. Hey, it's somewhat chill, yeah? You're thinking 75 to 100? Okay then, fuck it then, let's go with that. Soft Oak. I want to say 125 to 150 if I'm being honest. For me, what Soft Oak has always been like a 130, 140 dungeon. 120 to 150, he's got it down. So 125 to 150. I mean, I've died with level 180 characters before, so we'll see what comes of that, right? Maître Corbac. Lord Crow, he's got it in the 75 to 100 category, which I can believe if I'm being honest. It's not the shittest dungeon to get done. The boss isn't exactly hard. It's more annoying than anything. Yeah, let's stick him in the 75 to 100. Or do we put him in the 100 to 125? Because this zone here, this one is kind of like... kind of empty, you know? There's a lot right now in the 75 to 100. But the 100 to 125... No, I'm guessing Burb and shit will come in, which will fill that up a bit more. Nah, let's stick him in 75 to 100. Maybe that point of the Eternal Harvest quest would be more annoying. Matt. I mean, yeah, fox hairs and shit like that are good. Dude, I'm so hyped about this. So what have we got left? We've got Otomai, Koalak, Dragon Pig, Sidamote Moor, Minotaur, Dark Vlad, Dragoth, and all that shit left. So there are still quite a few. We're going to need to... In categories that are really lacking right now, it's only, what, 100 to 125, 150, 175, 175, 200. Let's be honest, 175 to 200 is mainly going to be Kutan, Ilizael, Kralov, ain't it? Like, at the end of the day, that's going to be those 3 dungeons. Maybe Uga in there as well. Soft Oak, I've got it up in 125 to 150. So yeah, anywhere between level 125 and 150, I can do Soft Oak. But I can't go above 150 until I've done Soft Oak. I might also oh my god, the Elia Wood setup, hello. I might also imply myself a rule. I might be getting a bit cocky here. But I want to kind of make a rule where I can't do any of the dungeons in the category above something until I've unlocked. You know? Like, I can't get past level 50 until I've done these dungeons. But if I'm level 49, I want to make it, like, off limits to do these. Etc. for the rest. More in higher level dungeons, you know? Like, if I'm level 119 and I haven't unlocked all of these, I can't go and do Kitsu dungeon. So that we're somewhat trying to force ourselves to stay on track with it, you know? I'm just rolling a cigarette. Dude, I'm so hyped about this. I think this is going to be awesome. I think this is going to be really good. This is just talking about dungeons. This isn't even talking about fucking Eternal Harvest, which... Bitch. Let's be honest. Right. So, we're on to Otomai dungeons, I believe. Oh. In what fucking devious places has he placed Otomai dungeon? Grotto-esque. Ah, he hasn't gave us a level on this. I feel like Grotesque is in the 75 to 100 range, personally. Like, above 100, you're walking it, but under level 75, I feel like you definitely struggle. I went back and won. Ah, he's fine where he is. I think he's okay where he is. I think that's a decent level. 75 to 100. Oh, also 78, more or less. So, yeah. Yeah. We agree in Grotto-esque 75 to 100? Could be lower, you're thinking? What, level 70? Yeah, actually, yeah, probably level 75. Okay, we'll put Grotto-esque in 50 to 75. Go melee to boss and easy. It is what it is. You know what we could base ourselves on with this? Stat. Yeah. We could base ourselves on what dungeons we need. For the restart. Like, 30 to 60 is Courier Magistralis. So he'd need to go in the level 25 to 50. If we're being real. And then the Gorlo would go into 50 to 75. The Verb would go into 75 to 100. But then Tinril is... Or maybe we move it all up one stage. So Correlator would be 50 to 75. Gorlo would be 75 to 100. Which I feel like that's doable. Verb would be 100 to 125. Tinrils would be 125 to 150. Kimbo would be 150 to 175, which I feel is a decent spot for him. I think we can agree on that. Where did I just say Kimbo? 125 to 150. 50 to 75. Yeah, okay. 50 75 Magistralis is there. 75 to 100 is the Arch. Rasbul is 100 to 125. Tinril is... Right, nah, this sends everything up a lot higher, doesn't it? Wait, no. Yeah, nah. Tinril 125 to 150. Kimbo... Yes, actually. Kimbo 150 to 175. And then fucking Kralov is 175 to 200. That works out perfectly, if we're being real. Tinril's doable, level 150. If anything, some of them are pretty chill. Like, Otomai Arch, 75 to 100 might be a bit of a struggle, but Burb at 125, chill. Tinril at 150, chill. Kimbo 175, pretty chill. 175 to 200, Kralov. Earlier. It's the rooms. I like it. I like how it's placed. I like how the fact that they each have their own department and shit. I think that gives... It gives us good reason to return to Tinril when we need to. To Otomai when we need to. Right, this is where it gets a bit fucky, actually. This one is the Donjon du Familier. I think maybe we leave the pet sanctuary until last, and then just place it in the one that has the least, you know? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just add it in as a little taster for somewhere where we're missing dungeons. Like, once we finish with everything else, say, oh, this one hasn't got much going. Boom. Stick the animal sanctuary in there. Fuck it. Fuck you for funsies. Yeah, fuck it. Give us something more to do. Ass and ass is good. Shout out to ass. Coolidge. Where are we seeing the Coolidge? Not giving us a level. Isn't with my team? Yeah, but hey, maybe this will catch on and people want to do it with their teams. $125? What, 125 to 150 or 100 to 125? I feel like he's 100 to 125. 125 to 150? Really? I feel like a team of 120s could be Coolidge. Don't get me wrong, the walking, if we don't consider the walking part being cancer and annoying to get there, like, dungeon ain't exactly that hard, is it? If you're able to keep Coolidge away from you somewhat. Yeah, I'm going to say 100 to 125. Yeah, with my team, I'm going to be chilling. That's 105, which is good because that was kind of one of the lower categories. Skunk is probably going to be more 125 to 150, I'm going to say. Yeah, but yeah, Skunk 125 to 150. How are we feeling about that? Or would you place him more in a 150, 175? And as for the summons. We're not working it precisely out on my team, man. He's stuck. I have 2 pandas for summons. All of my enemies have bags. All of my enemies will have shovels. I'm gonna have the fucking Shaffer summon by this. I feel like Skunk's more of a 150, 175. Do I? You feeling 125 to 150, yeah? We'll put him there for the moment. Maybe re-see that. I mean, nah, 150 if the Kras are in soft oak and the Pandas have good setup. For me, it could be. Yeah, a few attempts. Yeah, you make a good point. Calyptuses would be hot, but getting Calyptuses at 125? Better than never. Better late than never, let's put it that way. Okay. Dragon Pig. Level 100 on 2.0. Yeah, but it's a different game on. I think Dragon Pig's 100 to 125. Am I making that a bit high, maybe? It's just the level that I feel like it's always been. Oh, what happened? Yop yesterday. Brother, on the normal server, there is people soloing Yops. Brother, there's videos of like level 60 Yops soloing this shit. What are you doing with your life? That's a good point, actually. There's videos of level 60 Yops soloing this shit. Do I want to put it? Started too close, 0 and poison still on. Ah. Fucking hell, give them some vet. I'm going to put my foot down on this one. For me, Dragon Pig is a level 120 dungeon. I'm putting him in 100 to 125. This is one of the ones where I'm putting my foot down. For me, it's 120, you know? Could be... Draga... I mean, Crocker's a bit harder, but not that hard. I think I might want to stick Crocker in 150 to 175 just to have something in there, you know? Like that is very much lacking. Let's do that. I mean, I think we're going to be doing okay, dude. If I wanted to make this a lot fucking longer, do you know what I could do? Not only Eternal Harvest, but I also need to collect every card for every mob that I sell before I can move on. Which would make shit a lot fucking longer. Next would be dope. I'm gonna write on my notepad, cards interrogation point. I'm putting down cards interrogation point. That could be hot, actually. Londe City Mutter. So, Canada dungeon. Has he got an average level on this? Canada, I feel like, would be a 75 to 100. I'll go for one Cra and one Tubby for the other. Or just make the ultimate Cra. Can you do? Yeah, 70 to 100. He's saying, which I agree. You don't need to be more than 100. Like, it's a somewhat doable fucking dungeon. Dude, level 75 to level 100 is going to be an interesting fucking time. Borka dungeon. Borka might be up in the 150, 175 for me, actually. Don't get me wrong, I know it's easy for me because of the setup that I have. He's got it down as 120 to 150, which I feel like that's kind of a low level. It's nice. Yeah, I think 150 to 175 is a pretty good level for it. Considering also that the gear you get from there is high level gear. 1 hour 30. My Broker always takes ages. I don't know why, I just can't fucking work that shit out. Fungus Dungeon, Oog. I feel like Ooga's more on the end game spectrum. I feel like that's 175 to 200 personally. I don't think you go into Ooga with like 160 characters, you know? Yeah, okay, perfect. That puts something in there. Minotaur. Minotaur, he's got 90 to 120, which I agree. Level 100 to 125, Minotaur should be more than fucking doable. We're not talking about top, just a Minotaur. It's keep him at distance here. And see if we want to put some block stop to help you diverse. What do you mean block stop? I don't understand what you mean by that. Anymore. Fine. Okay. Top 150 to 175 maybe? Or maybe the 125 to 150. Easy but nice. 150 to 175 is kind of lacking. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, yeah, but if we put top in 150 to 175, at least it gives us something there, you know? Yeah, we'll put him in 150 to 175. And Dark Vlad... Has he got an average? I'd say, yeah, 75 to 90. I'd say 75 to 100 for Dark Vlad, if I'm being real. It's not exactly hard. Sure, he's a bitch, don't get me wrong, but... Okay, and so for the... For some reason, I don't have those in here. Let's take Kutan. Elizael. And, where, Pecky? Yeah, Grob Dungeon. I'm gonna put Nolifis Dungeon, that's the one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 dungeons in. Let's recap. 0 to 25. We got Ankanam Dungeon, Sandy Dungeon, Field Dungeon, and Gobble Dungeon. Because of the door. Nah, Guild have opened it. The Guild have done like fucking 4 Ochres over the past month, and they just constantly keep opening it. People are actually playing. 25 to 50. Skeleton, Smith, Tofu, Love, Blop, and Bobes. How are we feeling about Blop being in here? 25 to 50? Tofu, so it's harder? Dude, a bad Tofu level 25 could be fucking hard, man. Yeah, but I mean, is a Batofu even possible with 8 level 25 characters? I don't think it is, personally. I think that is genuinely impossible. Batofu fucking hurts. It's a struggle to get to him. Everything around him's kind of annoying. I think Tofus is good here. I think Blop will be a struggle. I definitely think Blop level 50 could be a struggle. But we'll leave it there. Ron gets hunting. That's a fucking good call. That's fucking good call. 50 to 75, Scara, Crackler, Bork, Jelly, the Wag Castle, and Grotto Hesk. I feel chill about all that. 75 to 100. Multicolor Blob. Oh, you can even do it. What, level 75? You don't think Crackler would work? Duo room? There is a duo room, actually. Yeah, you make a good point. So maybe move it from 50... Yeah, actually, that could be a hard lock, actually. I think we might want to move that up. Yeah, nah. I think I moved that up to 75 to 100, if I'm being real. But I also feel like multicolor Blop is out of place here. I think he should go up. Okay, sweet. We agree. Uh, 75 to 100. Lashuk, I'm okay with. Coward Dofus, doable. Black and White Rat. Dofus coward. Yeah, just so I know that it's the day. We still okay with white and black rat? Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, level 90 cries get that fucking shit done, don't they? Quite a bit harder. White a bit harder because of all the different, because of all the melee rooms, but I don't think it's a good game to separate them based on that. Because if we put white rat higher and keep black rat here, that's only because I'm playing a full fucking range team, ain't it? Somebody who's playing a full melee team, a full strength melee team, would find white rat easier than black rat, you know? I don't think I should separate them. Treeknid, 75 to 100, it will definitely have to be level 100 that I do it, you know? I don't think it's any time before that it gets done. I don't think I'm going in there level 76. I'm fucking up. Black rat? Yeah, probably. Metro Corbac, Lord Crow, I'm okay with 75 to 100. What's my arch? 75 to 100? It'll be a bitch, but everything lines up. Yeah. It'll be fine. Moonwolf Dungeon. Chill. Don't you like me and greed? Don't know how you're gonna get those barrels out, brother. Dark Vlad is also chilling 75 to 100. 100 to 125. Multicolor Blop. I feel good about that. Royal Tofu, 100 to 125, I feel like might be a struggle if I'm being honest. But we'll leave it there. We'll keep it as the struggle, actually. The Moon Haunts You, 100 to 125. Rage gets hit. Oh shit. I mean, if anyone gets hit, Jesus Christ, you've literally been the only person in chat. We could have cancelled stream and just had a Discord call and work this out. But fuck it. How are we feeling about Moon and 100 to 125? I've still never done the dungeon. Oh, it is birthday. Ah, it's all good. It's chilling. Somewhat hard. There's walls. There's Umber Witches. I've got minus MP. Yeah, I feel like, let's be honest, 8 characters, 120, do it. I'm going to base myself on max level. Because if I'm blocked on a dungeon, it just means I need to level the other characters and get them geared up until the max that they can do. I'm okay with that. Panda Kaz dungeon, 100 to 125. That seems perfectly fine to me. Burb, 100 to 125 also. Coolidge, 100. Yeah. Yeah, Coolidge, Dragon Pig, and Minotaur. Everything easy. Get that cute white cat. Fuck that. 125 to 150. Sphincter Cell, Kitsu, Soft Oak, Tin Reel, and Skunk. I see no problem with any of those. If anything, maybe Skunk a bit fucky. But the Skunk a bit fucky on everything. One. I mean, yeah, we can look into that afterwards if needs be. 150. Let's make sure everything's in the right category first. 150 to 175 is Firefox Dungeon, Kimbo. So it's Pecky, Kimbo, Crocker, Walker, Minotaur. I feel like Walker could do with going up a level. But at the same time, I'm okay with keeping him there, because 175 to 200 are literally just the end game dungeon.
Welcome to the
Holy shit, it's Davis!
Motherfucker!
How's it going on, Davis? I mean, yeah, it could be on the harder, but I like the fact that in the last category, it's all the end games. Yeah, we'll keep it there. Davis, how you going, big boy? This young, sexy man stream. Stop! Oh my god, it's me. Is it me? I think it's me. You know it, bitch. It's Murph. Ah, it's me! I called it. How you doing, Davis? I'm working on some fuck you shit for my next Dofus Retro Challenge, mate. It's gonna be hot. Man, how are you feeling about it? Do you think this is gonna be hot? You think this is gonna be a good watch? It's gonna be interesting, ain't it? Right? How you been doing? My dick's a bit itchy, but other than that, I'm fucking chilling, mate. Really need a shower. So for me, it stonks. Perfect. Perfect. Itchy pee-pee. Yeah, I could really do with somebody's tongue. Scratching it, you know? I'm not going to say any names, but maybe a name that rhymes with Mavis. Maybe a guy who maybe something like Demutavis, you know? Something like that could work. Pee-pee with the back of my throat. Let's go. It's good balance here. I mean... No, the more that I talk about it, the more I feel like maybe a diverse team. This for the 3.0 Dofus? No, this is for my return to Dofus Retro. I think, once we finish working on the dungeons, we'll look into teams. How about that? We'll look into compositions and have a think about it. See if there's anything interesting. Because I originally did want to play the, like, 6 characters that I want to play. Sakri Fecker. And abuse the sacrifice send back damage. I was thinking something like that. So we can look into characters afterwards. Let me just find where I'm putting this fucking pet sanctuary. What's looking a bit small? 50 to 75 is looking very small. On the Z event yesterday. Yes. You've been keeping up with Z event? I fuck with Z event. I know. There's some streamers that I really like in there. I'm a bit on YouTube. I watched the best of the day and shit like that. So it will be like day 1 recap with all the funny stuff. There's a lot of streamers I like. Antoine Daniel's there, the guy from What the Cart, fucking Joao du Grenier and all those guys. So, yeah, we're putting Pet Sanctuary in 50 to 75. Lashuk? Lashuk is the big pirate. Who's in Moon Island. He's like unmarked dungeon. He's Lashuk, he's the big pirate. You get the skeletal black off of him to craft some high level shit. It's not actually written on the map and it's a maze to get there. Not many people do him. Ben the Rar. Yes, okay. Boom. Pet Sanctuary. We're putting him in 50 to 75. Because I'm pretty sure that somewhat evens it out. Sure, 0 to 25 is chill, but it's level 0 to 25. So there's 4 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 75 to 100 is interesting. But 75 to 100 is one of the most interesting parts of the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 from 100 to 125. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 from 125 to 150. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 from 150 to 175. And then 5 for the end game. Which I think this is good. It'd be a nice spot to have more dungeon. Where would be a nice spot to... What, in the 0 to 25? Considering that that's... Ooh, the one... Say something. In the 50 to 75, yeah? That takes it to 6. I think it's good there. 50 to 75, I should have enough money to get some pets or, like, kill some pets. Or if I have Butcher... It's just a, like, interesting spot, you know? We got the Dofus Coward to get at this one. We can do the Pet Sanctuary if needs be. Make it a bit more interesting. And, like, they're all around 5 or 6. There's the... Is it the... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, the 75 to 100 is very big. But considering that there's the Coward in there, there's Lashuk, there's both rats, and there's the Dark Vlad in there as well, which we shouldn't really count. Make an OSA to have Rage donate for Big Stonks gameplay and for Warbacking, not gonna lie. I mean, like I say, we can look into some compos. I've always played, like, fixed compositions, ain't I, with, like, multiples of the same class. So maybe for once it could be interesting to change it up a little bit. Maybe it could be interesting. So this is our dungeon list. We've already worked out the dungeons, dude. So, save as to desktop. Dungeon apps. We're cooking. I mean, dude, after it's going to be a few months away because I need to, like, make graphics up for all the dungeon apps and shit and fucking make thumbnails and think of everything in advance. So we're looking at a few months off, if I'm being honest. But we're getting everything down, which is good. By the way, write your by the way whilst I go have a piss and make coffee. How about that? Be right back.
And that's when she turned him into her agent of extinction.
Fuck off. The layout. No, it's I'm pretty sure they're getting rid of classic Dofus in terms of, you know, you can have Dofus Retro Classic or Dofus Retro, the remastered version. I'm pretty sure they're getting rid of the classic version. Yeah, see, remastered or classic. I mean, that doesn't matter. It's the display option that I use. You can have, I'm pretty sure you can have widescreen and small screen in both versions. So even if they get rid of the classic and force us to keep remastered, I can still play with the normal, dude, that would suck. I would probably not play the game if they forced me to do that, if I'm being real. Right, making coffee, having a piss. Be right back. I mean, hey, when in doubt, follow the fucking footsteps. Oh my god, what happened here? Hey, yo! This looks like a fun time all around. Was it?
Oh, there was a ghost!
The sanity is decreasing.
this
How do I
ectoplasm-
stop that then? Rage, you're an asshole, by the way. What? What am I supposed to do? Stuff is happening, don't you worry about it. That's a horrible thing to say, Bernadetto. What the fuck, bruv? Which really isn't the fucking vibe I'm going for here. Just realize what I'm fucking doing. What the fuck? That's not a good thing to do live on stream. Fuck, that's really bad. That was informational, for informational purposes only. So, this is the goat. Got cancelled and came back. You can't get rid of him. Louis C.K. and Andrew Tate, literally the same person. You try to cancel them, they just keep coming back. It's like herpes. It's the same, they make me want to go back on 2.0. Yeah, but nah, bruv, we're getting through this grind together. Jerked off in front of a woman. He asked if it was okay. This okay, yeah? You enjoying yourself? Oh, I'm pretty sure I could have just done that, yeah. I'm silly. Hello? That was absolutely done on purpose. I did not miss that shot. I was aiming for that barrel. Seems legit, no doubt. For the amount of women, there's usually more males in a population than there are women. So it does refine it down quite a bit. And then you need to take away people you're related to. You need to take away fat bitches, ugly bitches. And it becomes, they're like, there's a lot of fish in the sea, yeah, but I'm not trying to fuck an octopus. I like that saying. I just came up with that on the spot. Somebody fucking write that down. There's a lot of fish in the sea, but I'm not trying to fuck an octopus. Thank you very much. You over there, yeah?
Yeah. I'm over here now.
Okay, go back. Now do it again. Hello.
Hello. Okay.
Okay, no to south. No to south. We need to change it afterwards.
Oh, I'm here.
You fucking scared the shit out of me. Oh, no.
Touch me, careful.
所以顾意，这就是我们要给你的惊喜。
Are they dumping me?
顾意哥，我们不再纠缠你了，
Stop pestering
决
you.
定一起开开心心姐妹淘。
顾意，这个房间是我们单独特意为你开的，毕竟认识一场，怕你一时接受不了，所以这几天你在这儿好好散散心。姐妹们，我们去海边吧！出发！
I got the cock chair. The cock chair ending. Technically it's the same shit, but also technically communism. I ain't okay with it. That's not my Dofus. I'm rolling a cigarette. Dude, I'm hyped. I'm hyped. We got the dungeons. We got the Eternal Harvest increments down. The last thing we're going to look into on stream is the cards. Because that could be fucking interesting. Shit, we could add hunteds into the story. If we're going for like completionist and shit. Let's keep hunted the fuck away. Bro, you're saying that we're capturing arch monsters. We're bound to find all of the hunted a few times before we find the arch monsters. Are they in Eternal Harvest? Even? The hunted are in... Are they? Otomai. Where the fuck is the quest? Dofus. Each, I believe. Isn't there a site? There's a site to follow what you've collected. Oh, is it on Solomonk? Is that? Resources? It'd been tools or something like that. Outils, calculateur. Gestionnaire de monstres. Soyez connecté. I don't have a login thing, so I can't tell. Metamob. Okay, so I need to start up a Solomon. Okay, that's actually huge. Yeah, no, that's awesome. Could you just look and see if there is hunted in there? If it's a good thing? I mean, it allows you to yes, it is actually. It tells you the steps. It tells you their arch name and shit. Monstre ordinaire, archimonstre, étape 1. I don't know what they'd be considered. Women Factorious. Avis. Yes, it is in one of the steps apparently. I feel like they might be though. I mean, I know Brewman. Grim and Tanctorius does appear on here at some point. Question is, where are they? Are they in arch monsters or normal mobs? We're looking for a yellow highlight. Well, can you search up Brumen? He's the NE. Why am I getting a result on it on here is what I'm wondering. Not there. Okay, so no, maybe they just don't exist. Next. I mean, if we want to do everything, we're gonna need to, if I'm honest. It is somewhat of a completionist thing, you know. Okay, I don't know where I'm seeing Brumen. Ah, Massien, Laboratoire de Brumen Tanctorius. Okay, they've added mobs in 2.0. Yeah, this is a 2.0 one, so that isn't valid at all. Okay. I'm gonna write avis de recherche on my thing and put an interrogation point so we can take a better look into it. Right, Dofus retro tier list. I can just make one if needs be, thanks. Tier maker. Can I have one that actually has faces on? I'd so much rather have faces. Retro classes. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I feel like maybe we remove some rows. So like, yes. Maybe, no. And yeah, let's do that. Let's put yes. No. Maybe. Actually, let's delete that. Delete that. Maybe. What we'll do is like maybe Mabel. Maybe plus, maybe minus. So we'll do like, yes, we absolutely want this class. No, we're not playing this shit. This is a maybe, but like, if we've got a hole to fill, maybe. And then there's maybe plus, which is like, yeah, we can definitely play that. That could be cool. So, first of all, Kra, I think we can agree, is a definite yes. Is there even any point in playing the game, especially when you're trying to farm shit, if you haven't got a Kra? Their list on classes. Yeah, I'm not looking at what his opinion is. I'm looking at what I want to play. So I don't need I don't need to look at Pro Team's tier list to find out what classes are good in retro, mate. So we got Kra. Eka Flip. That's nope. I feel like he would probably be the only no. It was between no and maybe minus, but like I genuinely feel no desire to play Eka Flip. Any's definitely a maybe, but is he a maybe plus or a maybe minus? 3 AP? I mean, a lot of characters can give 3 AP. He has Umberwitch. Can any's Umberwitch enemies? I can't remember this. I mean, the heals are pretty nice. The survivability. I'm going to put him in a maybe plus. Let's do that. Enu, I think we're definitely taking an Enu with us. The pure DPS. 2 AP, 8 characters. Yeah, for sure. But do you know what I'd rather do? I'd rather do that. How many teams have Excelor? I'd rather play Xal than I would any. I would rather play Xal than I would any, if I'm being honest. You see us around? None. I'm getting there, asshole. Fekka's cool for controlling the field and shit. I'm not sure I'm fucked about playing one though. Fekka's going to maybe minus. Yop is just a downright no for me. I'm not interested. We can have motorballs. I'm going to allow myself two of each character. Maybe not the Craw. I might not allow myself to have more than one Craw. I might force just one Craw. Panda is definitely yes. I kind of want to do this. I would like a sack. Just for the fun of playing a sack, you know, and with the sacrifice strat and shit like that, it could be interesting. Osa has good buffs, good AoE. You can't really base it on decent support. Yeah, which I'm kind of lacking. With Uga. Whip in general, AP, MP, Vit, damage buff. He's got some heals. If I stick him with a Ronto one as well, something like that. He is like... The thing is, I don't really have any support characters here. Let's stick him in the yes. We'll take the any with us. Get the hammer heal. Dude, I could actually play a fire... I could play a fire fucking Zell, actually, and put Ronto on him. But at the same time, do we not kind of want to normalize GG team all dead? But Sadie's cool. Sadie's a good class, don't get me wrong. They got nice MP removal. I can't base myself on doles. Like Osa, I will not base myself on the summons, and fucking Sadie, I won't base myself on summons either. Just because no. It's nice, but fights are now lasting 5 more hours. Yeah. I'm gonna say the Sadie is a definite no. I mean, yeah, but I've got the fucking Panda and Enu at the end of the day. Also, how many people do I genuinely need to... How many people do we genuinely need to underwitch? When you think about it. Fucking Minotaur, his AP. That is the one character that you have to underwitch him, otherwise everyone's dead. Yeah, other than Top, like, the Umberwitch isn't the end of the fucking world. Soft Oak? Soft Oak, the Umberwitch definitely helps, but it's survivable. Like, that range is a cunt, but as long as you have some decent HP, it's survivable. This is where my problem is. I want a hard hitter. Xel can be a very hard hitter. Sakri can be a hard hitter. Stram can be a hard hitter. Question is, which one do I want? Not much of a hard hitter? He isn't. But at the same time, the problem is, if I take... The problem is, if I take the sack will be forced to play water. Let's be real, I can't play a fire sack. At which point, the Panda's vulnerability is going everywhere. The optimization of the team is going a bit everywhere as well. Unless if I play this whole team water. I could play the team water. Play slow down arrow on the Craw. The Enu's great in water already. The Panda's support. Osa's support as well, I don't really care. And then the Sakri would be big dissolution in the center of everything. An element though. I mean, I don't have to, but I don't want the Panda's Yeah, but I don't want the panda's vulnerabilities to go to waste, you know? If I'm vulnerability and fire to make the most out of explosive, the Sakri's just there, you know? Go for him. Well, I've got 5 characters here, so that leaves 3 slots. I wouldn't mind playing a Xelor because it's something I've never really played, but in a team... Yeah. Can I duplicate this guy? I don't think I can, unfortunately. Not that many. I mean, not many at all, if we're being honest. And also, like, the 3-2 AP, who am I really giving this, Can I? That's letting me save the whole website, which will be fucked. We'll work on it afterwards. Well. Yeah, but I... It's too much work. Too much work. We'll look into that afterwards. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't want to double up on Kras. I refuse to double up on Kras. We will have 1 Kra for the utility aspect. We'll double up on Panda, because I've never had a problem with double Panda. If anything, I very much fuck with double Panda. I could do double Panda and add another Enu, if we're being honest. We're thinking the same thing, mate. We have 2 pandas, 2 Enus, Osa, Sak, Kra, and then we've got 1 slot open. Well, my big hitter is supposed to be the Sak, that's the thing. We could bring in... You know what? We could do that. This is a possibility. Big hitter for sure. For sure, for sure. Yeah, but we could very much look at JB's Echo Flip and say, oh yeah, we have to have an Echo, but no. Just no. Lethal Attack could be stonked. Lethal Attacks is stonked, but then she exists literally for only that. Placement? I mean, placement, I've got a Sak and a Panda, you know? I've actually got a Sak and 2 Pandas. So at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for sure. What, the Any instead of the Yop, are you thinking? Regen more AP? No. It's Kra, 2 Enus, Osa, Sakri, 2 Pandas. We've got 1 open slot. I mean, definitely. Well, that's why it would be cool to add the Xelor, you know? Because the Xel has Devotion to give people AP. Water is nice. Range. Yeah, for sure. I'm trying to think of elements. Because like I said, I don't really want my stats to go to fuck. If we went the easy way about it, we'd do 2 Kras, 2 Enus, 2 Pandas, Sakri, Osa. I'm trying to think of... I'm liking the sack. But the problem with sack is he's a water slut and not going to be making the most out of the vulnerabilities. And there's a vulnerability. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Doesn't need the Vone. It doesn't really, nah. Vone, sexiness. I really... also, let's try and think about progression. Share pain or what? Yes, share pain is amazing. Douleur partagée, so fucking slept on. Right, we've still got a slot open. So when you consider, Kra's going to be fire, Enu will be water, of course. Sakri will be water. Osa's going to be like the fire, mainly support. The two pandas are going to be fully support. So we want either a fire or a water character, preferably. Yob goes hard in fire. I'm in Shram. Other support, any. Stram, the problem is he has 0 element shared with anyone else. Like strength or agi, none of these are going to be strength or agi. Strength right before Coco. That's true. That's very true. Yop in strength isn't bad. Sword of Yop has good AoE. That brings in neutral weapons, which could be useful. Zillas and shit like that. Perfect. Adjustable range. Good, pretty decent buffs on Yop for the whole team. How are we feeling? Brockle's amazing. How are we feeling about the lack of healing, though? Especially in later run dungeons, is the Osa going to be enough? Actually, yeah, especially Osa only gets the hammer level 100. Going to be stongs. Yeah, the hammer is stongs. It really is. I think we go any, actually. Fuck it. I think you're right. I think the Enerips are just to make sure everything's safe. I think we say, like, this is the deal. Like, go, Any Umber Witch DC? That's also very true. Gimp, wake the fuck up, please and thank you. Gimp is such a cunt nowadays. It used to be so chill. There it is. And watch it open on my fucking capture card. I'm calling this. You won't see a difference, but I will. Oh, no, it's over there. This never happens. File, new. Doing 1920, 1080. Fuck it. So what are we looking at? We're looking at... anchor that down, please. Let's cut that. Paste it. Move it. This ain't gonna be clean. I'm gonna need to remake this later on. God damn it. Anchor shit. I hate GIMP not anchoring shit. Nope, undo that. What is Blood doing? Blood's cooking. How's it going, Rex? So we're playing double Enu. And let's anchor that down. It's very annoying. Add that to a new layer. That. Is anyone Panda together? Why are you being so difficult, man? I'm making this very quickly so we can visualize it. Actually, even better, we can do. I'm making a right dog's fucking dinner of this shit. There. How are we doing for that? Add a fucking outfit to it. Disgusting. That somewhat works. Listen to me. Not fat hitter. Like with. Yeah, the pandas will have to have full complements of it. But like we got Firecraw, 2 water Renus, Fire Osa, big support right there. And then Sakri Panda. Sakri Water, big placement. Pandas, big placement. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 options of Unbewitching. We got the 2 chests. We got decent amount of summons, especially with an Osa walking around. We're gonna have good heals. We got AP buff. We got MP buff. We've got sacrifice on the Sakri if it's needed. Huge comp. I'm feeling pretty good about it. The Any is literally going to exist only for healing for in a while. Later on, Ennies with weapons, like a Tromperelle or something on him, will go hard. The Any will be a very nice hitter later on. But for the moment, he will just be a reason to not buy bread. Ognog name available. No, that Ennies been leveled, dude. Does Osa do? Osa is for the AP, MP buff, whip, and shit like that. Whip becomes huge later on, but also he buffs AP, MP, Vit, Res, reduces damage. He's just pretty Rage is saying revive. And also fucking revive, yeah, at the end of the day. Like better 2.0 Fecker. Maybe. I'm not too sure. Besides, Enripses are the best healers. Let's make that very clear. But if you're not looking for heals in a support character, Osa is the best. In terms of pure buffing characters, Osa is the best. He is pretty fucking goated, to be honest. And Osa has a hammer available, the Hammer American, which I believe you still have in 2.0. Which heals crazy amounts in an area of effect. I can spam it on my version, so if I get him on 12 AP, we're healing a fucking lot. And throwaway summons, whip is like a very big selling point. Just to be able to fucking get rid of a summon like that is fucking huge. I am liking the sound of this setup. Image cropped selection. Let's save the XCF file. Fucking prick. Okay. What else did we want to look into? I can't remember. Hunts. Let's get up a list of avis de recherche on Dofus Retro. That's an old form. Damn, is this all there is in Dofus Retro? Oh, this is Leash's website. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 11 of them. I'm pretty sure our dungeons and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8, 9, 10. So that leaves 3 of them that haven't got a place to go. But saying that, like, Kill Bill, I'm pretty sure is pretty fucking hard, ain't they? Sure would be a bitch to find. All of these are going to be a bitch to find, bruv. You know what we also kind of need to look into? The cards. Adding the cards to it would be a sort of prestige, you know? And it would be a pretty damn easy way to follow along with what we've achieved. Open packs, gambling? Hello? Is anyone online? That's it. There's a lot of fucking cards, dude. The question is, how would we work this out? Because the thing is, there's more cards than there are mobs in Eternal Harvest. Because, like, these are the mobs from Elizao dungeon. The Elite Sniper. Those are not in Eternal Harvest. On that one. Oh, I don't think we do. I think we just need to go through the categories and see where we place them. At what level. Yeah, but saying that, though, it's fucky, because, like, Arachne has Arachnoa and then Sewer Keeper as cards. That is so cool. Oh, yeah, dude, it's awesome. You've got cards, and you can collect all of them, and when you fill the binder with every card, so 464, you get an AP mount out of it. But you can also get them in foil versions, so like shiny, and different rarities and shit. So here I've got a shiny chicken that's only 2 stars, but you can get a shiny chicken that's 4 stars, which fucking bangs. Monsters card from the dungeon in section 5. Oh no, we're not worried about shiny. Get all the zone monster cards from the dungeon in the section 0 to 25. So what does that mean? So if we look at the 0 to 25, there's Incarnam, Ensablé, Chant, and Gobbo. You Chant shit? Okay. The problem with that is that adds a lot of time, don't it? When you think about how rare the cards are. That's kind of like Bronze Man. That takes it from being a few months to a few years. Level 25. It will be long in every fucking zone, brother. But damn, that's so bright. Fuck my asshole. Hello? I feel like we should find a better way to integrate it. Like at a certain level cap. Hard to say you're lucky with cards. I'm not personally. Be long and tedious grind. It would. Like Zorro, one of the lads from the guild, was looking for one specific card for months on end. Balance them. It's very hard to balance it when you consider the randomness of it. That's the biggest problem. Like, and gain shit apart from mats. Yeah, it would be rendered very useless at that point. Saying that though, I am going to make a guild so that when I do XP lock, I'm pretty sure you can put like 100% XP to guild now. I need to check this actually beforehand, but I'm pretty sure you can go to 100% XP guild. So like that at the end of it, I'll be able to see how much XP was wasted. Sure, it won't be equivalent because what you gain in guild XP and in normal XP isn't the same, but I think it could be funny to say, okay, here's the 8 characters, here's all the XP they gave to guild, that's how much time we lost.
Write that down! Write that down!
Do you know what I think would be better? What would be more logical? And less tedious, but still pretty stonks? I think we try and see everything on screen first of all. Hello? I think we do this. We can collect cards as we go on. We can add them. But if I want to unlock and eventually get 200 and main game, it will be postal dungeons, but pre-arch monsters. Level 199. Or at that point, the 199 to 200 grind becomes huge because 175 to 200 is, when you look at Eternal Harvest, 175 to 200 is the boss dungeons. I mean, I could. No. When we hit 199, we lock it, no matter what percent we're at. Yeah, because when you look at it, Rat Noir, Minotaur, Tenril, Kimbo. Here. So, this is everything we need to do between level 0 and 199. Credit card here. I believe you can get Krelov, yes. Gigantic Krelov, yes. Yeah, but, bruv, what I'm saying, from level 0 to level 199, let's call it that, it's not 200, I need to do this. Which is the basic mobs in the game and the bosses. That's the easy part. After 199, it's all of the arch monsters. And the cards. I think you might be right, dude. I think it might be this. Um, 199 to 200, Tragic the Gathering, and Eternal Harvest Arch. Don't get me wrong, I am allowed to capture the too bright. If I'm walking around and capturing in a zone the mobs that I need and I find an arch, I am allowed to capture that and hold on to it until I get to it. Gladiator 1 win with daily class. I could use Gladiator if I wanted the cards. That could also work. Depending on how we're feeling about it. We'll have to look into that one when we get to it. But I'm liking the look of this. 175 to 199 endgame dungeons. 199 to 200. Before we can hit the ultimate level, which I've never hit in 16 years, so it will be the heart. Yeah, before I can hit the ultimate level of 200, get the ochre, get the fucking AP mount. Boom. I mean, as I'm playing and I'm looting cards, I will be collecting the cards and putting them in the binder. Like, for Eternal Harvest, the stuff will have to stay in bank and, like, hidden away for a while for the arch monsters. But as I unlock cards, we'll just open the cards. And then when I get to level 199, like how I've got some cards in my folder here, hopefully I'll have more. When I hit level 199, I look at my folder and go, okay, where are we at? What do we need? What's happening? And sort that out as we're hunting for, dude, this is how much I farmed Kimbo. I'm 6 out of 6, 100%, and 4 out of the 6 are fucking shiny cards. God fucking damn it. Wincrow went in... 1,000 Kimbo runs? Nah, I have 97 only. Well, 97 on this Kra. But there are runs where this Kra hasn't actually been present. There's something we haven't took into account, Moon. Kimbo give, that is worth farming for. Great XP. Brain Dead Dungeon, great XP, and you can do the soul with a level 145 pounder in arena. And just... It's just a great dungeon. It's very easy to do. Good XP. Not at all annoying. Since we both brain dead. Réunification des Dofus. Neither do I, but we're going to need to do it. The problem with this is that implies that at some point we will need to put everything else on pause whilst we're attempting to loot stuff. Dungeon only. Well, I'm only allowed to loot Dofuses in their dungeon. Is that what you're saying? Okay. This is good, dude. This is some good brainstorming. Do the one with dungeons. Let's see where the Dofuses are. They're all higher levels. That much is for sure. There's Emerald there. Razbul, Pondikaz, Kulos. We'll put Dragon Pig. Shenmue. Rocker. Tot. I'm not counting Minotaur because fuck looting on there. And then it gets fucky because then it's Kutan and Elizel. And Emerald. Emerald is in the thing though. What bullshit. I mean, I'm gonna need to get Dark Vlad in a legitimate fight and capture him. What I'm gonna say is I think I can allow myself to buy soul stones and farm Dofuses in arena. I don't think I'm overstepping any boundaries with that. No, definitely not, bruv. Because Crocker is 150 to 175. So that would mean until I loot a Vobis, I would be locked level 175, which... Look at the what's his name? Jeremy Sadie, who did Crockers for fucking 6 years of his life and never looted one. Crocker. Trying to drop some Dofuses or what? I'm planning to eventually. How you doing, Snows? My whole plan is out. What I think we do is this, main. Réunification des Dofus. How does that sound? We put it there because Ebony and Ivory is going to be fucked. With each Dofus at 199 to 200. Be dope. I mean, it could be dope, but I could also kill myself purely because of the Vobis. Let's make you do. If you take them a certain Dofus, they will give you the stones, and then you need to kill certain mobs to level up those stones, remember? And then it's just like one of the end game quests, you know? It's the same as the cards. It gives you a cool looking cape and shit. But if we're going for completionist, I keep using that word like I'm not afraid of it. Give me 2 seconds, I'm rolling. I think having the I kind of need to drop one too. I never dropped a Dofus actually. Dude, I've still only ever looted one, mate. I've still only ever looted one. It was still the best day of my life. Nah. The best day of my video gaming career, let's put it that way. Looting that Turk was fucking awesome. I really felt a sense of pride, you know. Gotta get back on the grinds. No, so I'm getting back into it. I'm getting very motivated to get back into it, actually. Fuck, I might. Hey, we're coming into winter. Like, fuck, dude. Chilling by the heater. It's a bit cold outside. You're under a blanket. You got some hot chocolate and shit, and you're playing some Dofus. Fuck. Snows! Perfect! You're here. Have you watched The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity? Have you watched that? I need someone who's watched it to talk to. Please. Don't let me down. Episode 6, I think. Are you enjoying... Damn, you stopped on... Are you not enjoying it? I'm fucking loving it, dude. Oh, you've read the manga. Please don't spoil it. Please don't. Dude, the show has got me kicking my feet and giggling like a little fucking girl, dude. I'm so hyped about it. It's stupid because, like, I giggle, I kick my feet, I get in a really good mood and everything, and then I remember how alone I am. And I slip my wrists. Like, not all the way in, but just, like, enough to feel the pain. Adaptation. And they've done a really good job. The animation's fucking clean on it, man. Oh, one thing I've been enjoying... I don't know, I don't think it's spoilers for people who are planning on watching it, but... It's kind of like Horror Mia, where they're actual normal fucking people. Where something happens, and, like, they're like, oh yeah, this happened. Oh, okay, I could have misconstrued that, and it could have been a problem, but you talk to me like a human being, and now we're going to move forward. I like the characters for being like that. It's none of this, she sees him with another girl, and she's like, he's cheating on me. He's like, nah, that's a friend. Oh, okay. Fair enough. They're actually being humans, which is cool. That's one of the fucking anime tropes that really fucking pisses me off. But so far, awesome. Love it. Beat up the gangsters. That was... Dude, one thing that I... Also, dude, one thing turns out to be 20 things. It's just guys being dudes. They're homies. They're bros. They're fucking there. They've got my guy. It's like, are you doing okay? They're not completely fucking oblivious. In like the first... Maybe the second or third episode, they go to the karaoke, and the quiet mate, he's like, there's something wrong with you. Do you want to talk about it? And he's like, no, not really. Oh, fair enough. Or like, they actually see that there's a problem with him, and they're like, no, we should address this. Rant over. Right, Moon, anything else we needed to look at? I'm feeling pretty good so far. We're not locking gear, we're saying fuck you to bronze, man. We've got our ideas down for... We've got 2 stages of Eternal Harvest per 25 level Tosh. Whatever the fuck that's called in English. And then for endgame, level 199 to 200, Tragic, Eternal Harvest, and Reunification. Which, if we're being honest, those 3 kind of go hand in hand, which is pretty nice. There's missing level 189, 99% XP. 199. I mean, yes. But saying that, for the 199 to 200 grind, I've still got all of the dungeons I do. Whilst I'm doing those dungeons, I'm going to be trying looting Dofus. I'm going to be trying to get the cards from Tragic the Gathering. At the same time, looking around for Eternal Harvest arch mobs. That's going to be the depression one. The looking for the arch hunting. That is going to be the one that fucking sucks cock. That's the one I'm not looking forward to, but it needs to be done. It's looking clean to me. I think we're looking at a year, maybe. If we don't slack, if we don't get diverted, I think a year. With cards? Yeah, but the thing you need to remember, bruv, is we're going to be looting cards as we go on. It's not as if fucking I'm going to get to level 199, start Tragic the Gathering, and realize I have 0 cards. I've got all of this shit to do, and farming mobs, and farming resources for gear, and making money at the end of the day. I love unlock. How often does this shit open? Like multiple times a month, bruv. The server's far from being dead. Our guild alone, Royalty, has opened Krelov, like I say, 6 times, I believe. A few months ago. So that Elder got his Ochre. Who was it? Elder got his Ochre. I believe Zoro and his brother got their Ochres. Everyone's been doing Eternal Harvest lately. And also, bruv, that's level 175 to 199. That's in a year's time. In under 2 minutes. Well, yeah, he's got viewership behind him, ain't he? I'm like, boys, do you want to open fucking Kralov? Moon shows up. Okay, we only need 67 more people, boys. We got this. Oh, shit. Give me 2 seconds, boys, please. I'm being asked about Volkswagen car parts. This is my shit. And the rest of it, I don't care about. I'm not disgusted by this. I'm not seeing any holes. I'm not seeing any, like... Is there anywhere where we fucking, like, soft lock ourselves, where we get hard locked? I don't think there is. That's disgusting shit. I mean, that will be a struggle, but the Pet Sanctuary is doable at the end. No? I don't care about quests, so like alignment shit isn't a problem. I don't ever have to step foot in any form of PvP, which is good for me. Let's go back to the list. I don't know, because once that list is locked in, that will be locked in. Once I make up graphics for this and everything, which takes a lot of fucking time, it will then be decided. Brain rot, we might need fights with the build team. What are you feeling bad about in the list? Like, I can't really show you all of it at the same time. I'm not seeing anything here that is, like, undoable. I really wish there was a dark mode for this. This is fucking horrid. Web is kind of ass. What do you mean by kind of ass? I need something better than kind of ass. You think I'm going to struggle doing Bob Dungeon with 8 level 50 characters? I remember. Yeah, but it's not as if I'm looking to walk through every dungeon, bruv. It needs to be like somewhat challenging. Because if not, I make all of this anything that's 0 to 100, I put it all in a 150 zone, overlevel all of my characters, and then I walk through the dungeons, you know? Or split, but it should be decent. It's 4 characters. It's a 4-person split. Is it? Wait, no, you might be right. That's a good call. No, it is a 4-person. Oh no, 4-person then 2. So yeah, 2 level 50 characters. I don't see them getting through that actually. So okay, let's maybe move Bob. And they're doing nothing. I mean, yeah, but at that point you put the 2 pandas, like one of them with the sack and one of them with the craw, you know? I feel like the sack would solo that. Let's run through dungeons again, just to make sure. Incarnam dungeon, Incarnam, Ensablé, Field, and Gobble. I think 0 to 25 we're chilling. How many accounts the capture starts to show up? Dude, when you need to reinscribe your fucking 8 Dofus accounts and every single one of them has 2-factor authentication, I want my dick hole. Nah. We've worked out the level fucking thing. We're keeping it. Let me do this so that it's somewhat better. Somewhat better? I'm not sure. It's better for me. Fuck you. Skeleton dungeon, 25 to 50. The thing is, if I'm like on the main screen, the chat has loads of stuff there and it kind of disappears. I feed my pets now, they change. It's all 5 hours now. Right. That update is not through yet, I don't believe. I do not believe we've had... I can tell you, actually. No, the update has not been put up yet. It's in the next upcoming update. I haven't got a date for you, unfortunately. I might have one in the launcher. On the 16th. Tomorrow. Literally tomorrow. So maybe feed them tonight, and then tomorrow when you wake up, you can start on that 5-hour process. Okay. Skeleton 25 to 50. I think we're chilling. Smith 25 to 50 might be a bit of a struggle. But I have the Any, I have the Osa. From -100 to 0 quick. Unfortunately, no, it's literally all dragging and dropping. It is literal cancer. Quite easy 4-4 team. Yeah, 4-4 should be chill. Wasn't over, it's chill. I mean, that last room with all of the miners in could be a struggle, but it's a full-man team. I've got the Craw, I've got the Enus. I've got the sack if needs be. So if it really fucking sucks. Considering that I had... Oh, fuck's sake, I can't get there. I have like 60 pets that I'm leveling in my house. And they're probably all going to stay there and die. Because I can't be asked to not make them fucking skinny. Tofu level 50, I feel like it's going to be a bitch. But it's worth keeping there. Lava could be worrying because of the split, but I believe that when you split in lava, it's only like 2 mobs per room or something. And comme à gauche, la même salle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, they're pretty fucking big groups actually. 7 mobs in each. Too hard, right? Maybe. I mean, fuck it with struggle, man. Fuck it with struggle at the end of the day. Squelette forgeron larve. Struggle. I'm actually not sure about the lava dungeon now that I look at it. Because, like, they're not normal lavas. They're not like blue lava. They're the sapphire, the emerald, and all of that shit. And they can be very fucky. Oh, no, only 130, 230. No, actually, no, they're not as bad as I thought. Okay, I was expecting a lot more HP than that. Blop is, at the end of the day, Blop's a chill dungeon. It's just the boss that's a bit fucky. Just keep him at distance. Good dummy. He's pretty shit. Scara dungeon, level 75, I think I waltz that. Walk 75, waltz it. Jelly, take them one by one, is doable. But one of each color lock. What does that mean? Ah, for the blob. Fuck, that's a good question, actually. I think yes. Yeah, I think. I think in order to count blob dungeon as done, I need to do one of each. Yeah. But I'm fine with that because XP and then blob dungeon will be fucking easy. And you don't care about reds. I mean, also, like, I got a mix of a fire and a water team, you know? The sack can... level 50 sack, you can do some damage. Considering we got the Eni and the Osa for reduction and healing. Jelly, each boss. Château Grotesque, Donjon Familier, Donjon Bulbe. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better about seeing Bulbe Dungeon here, actually. I'm being honest. If you see anything you got a problem with, Moon, please call it out. 75 to 100 crack. Like, he will be more at the end, near level 100. How you feel about it? At the end of the day, you will only ever get 2 maximum Calculaire de Plaine, I believe. Like, I'm pretty sure you can't get more than 2 Calculaire de Plaine. The rest of them are all, backball. I need to, like I say, it will be more to the level 100. He'll be one of the last ones that I do in this category. And I need to choose specifically who goes with who, you know? Shuk is fine. The Coward Dungeon could be a bitch. That's a lot of robots, if we're being honest. I mean, 8 level 100s now, it will be fine. Yeah, but there will be times when Sakri will be good, there will be times when Sakri's shit. But we got the Krab, we got the 2 Enus, we got the 2 Pandas if needs be. White and Black Rat, I'm not exactly worried about. Treeknid does have a split ring. But I feel like level 100, you're chilling in there. Yeah, I feel like it's not that... Treeknid really isn't that hard of a done. Lord Crow chilling. Otomai Arch chilling. Canaday. Pretty much, yeah. Because of the pandas, really. But then I just stick the pandas with the 2 strongest characters, with like Sakri and Ra, really. Or the Osa. I'm kind of like sleeping on the Osa, but an Osa with Crackler Punch kind of wipes through some shit. Harder without the intel to team. I mean... I mean, it's not really though, because like level 100, the sack has quite a bit of HP. As long as the sack can get in there and somewhat hold him down. Often some which. I mean, yeah, with the sack playing Disso, trying to hopefully tackling the boss, fucking getting some heals from the other stuff. I think it's chill. Oh yeah, I've got prevention word, fucking couple and all that shit. So yeah, definitely. Yeah, of course. It's a water sacri. Agile punishing, vital punishing, and Uzi. Whatever the fuck that one is in. Ball? No, I can't remember what it's called. That one. The water one. Dark Vlad's gonna be a cunt. There's no two ways around that. That's just gonna suck in general, but it's gonna suck whether I do it here or level 2. It is what it is. What a res. Yeah, but he won't like the 20,000 assholes coming and stealing my group from me. That's what we're not gonna like. 100 to 125. Blob multicolor, I'm fine with. Royal Tofu, I feel like, is out of place here. I sold to do it. Right, nope. Nope. I will not allow that. I will genuinely. It's gonna be shit, but no, we need to do Dark Vlad legit. Royal Tofu. Can I bump that up? Fighting retro. He has thousands of MP and hits very hard in AoE. Okay. That's 4,600 vet. 30 MP. $5,000 HP if I get a level 120. That's what I'm saying. I think level 125, I'd struggle. I think the Royal Tofu needs to go more in 125, 150, personally. That's a good call. We agree on that one. Moon, I'm okay with. Pandakaz is fine. Burb is pretty fucking chill. Coolidge, chill. Dragon Pig, chill. Minotaur, the dungeon in general is a cunt, but a Minotaur fight with 8 level 125s. It's not a hard dungeon. There's a Krard, there's multiple Enus. We've got Pandas as well. I think that's all chill. 125 to 150, Sphincter Cell, that's more on the 150 end of things. Tanakuri-san is more on the 150 end. Shinmu, Tinril, Skunk, and Royal Tofu. I think that's pretty good. Fine. Watch me. Bye. 150 to 175. 175 is when the shit starts becoming very easily available. So Pecky, Kimbo, Jagger, Crocker, sorry, Walker and Top. 175, I feel like that's fine. 175 to 199, Kralav, Fungus, Kutan, Ilizel, Nullfist Dungeon. Yeah. Then 199 to 200, Eternal Harvest Arches, Tragic the Gathering, and the Reunification of Dofus. I'm going to put a little interrogation point after Reunification. Because, depending on how long it takes us to loot at least one of every Dofus, which... So we're running that. We got all of Eternal Harvest sets there. Moon Quest, I don't give a fuck about anymore because we're not doing a bronze man. The cards have been added. Avis de recherche. I mean, the hunted aren't in the Eternal Harvest, but they're in the Tragic the Gathering, you know? So I feel like they're somewhat already implemented in it. We're going to need to find them and fight them to at least get the Tragic the Gathering, you know? You agree, man? Wonderful. So I think we're fucking good, to be honest. Was it slag? It's like, stop insulting your mum. For the hunted mobs, they're already. We need the cards from those hunted mobs to do Tragic the Gathering. So are we counting that as good? We're saying that's chill, right? Yeah, perfect. I mean, so yeah, we're pretty much up on everything. We're not limiting ourselves on gear because we've got level caps anyway, so we'll be limited in gear anyways. We can make money, we can buy our own gear, capture everything. Only once we've achieved the level cap, then we can start buying souls for those mobs. So like, once I complete level 100 and I'm in like level 101, then I'll be able to buy souls from the Dark Lad if I want to try and attempt to loot emerald Dofuses and shit like that. I'm feeling good about it. I'm going to imply my own rule that I'm not allowed to take any resources from any of the other characters, any equipment from any of the other characters. I'm not allowed to use their jobs. I'm not allowed to use the 7 Enus. If I want to go on a farming spree, it needs to be done with the team. I can't add to the team. I can't remove from the team. I'm also going to make that deal. It's not as if I can make this team, but also level up 6 other Enus in case I want to farm an arena. That's not allowed. If I want to farm an arena, I'm farming with the team. They can have prospection gear on. I'm fine with that. But I think we need to play the team if we're going to play teams. Otherwise, might as well just make the 2 craft, 2 panda, 4 Enus, you know? I'm hyped about this. I think this is going to be incredibly fun. It's going to be a huge grind, but I think it's going to be fun. So fuck it, we got it sorted. It's a bit early, but I'm going to go have a shit, have something to eat. Don't know if it's in that order. I have to commit though. I will definitely be brother, with the time that I'm going to spend setting all of this up and making graphics and fucking shit like that, believe me, I will be. Don't underestimate me. Right, boys, I'm fucking off. I'll see you tomorrow. We'll be playing Dreams or something. This is not happening for a while. Let's be real. Maybe some Dreams if you're down tomorrow, man. We back, baby. Rex, have a good one, mate. Thanks for stopping in. I hope you all have a wonderful afternoon. I'm going to go chill. Man, if you think of any problems or anything, send me a message. I'd appreciate the input. Have a good one, lads. See you later.